And let's begin in Nigeria, where the Islamic State has claimed responsibility for a prison raid that led to the escape of hundreds of inmates. Officials had earlier said that they suspected the attackers were from the Boko Haram group and had set off the attack to free their members. On Wednesday, all 64 Boko Haram members in the facility were reported missing. 4 inmates died during the confrontation and 16 others were injured. The Interior Ministry also reported that 1 security officer had been killed and 3 others were injured during the assault. News agencies are reporting that 440 inmates were missing on Wednesday. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has demanded a report on the incident. Well, let's get the latest now from Ajak Mangut in Abuja. Ajak, more than 400 prisoners were reported to be missing on Wednesday evening. What is the latest on this and ongoing efforts to recapture the escaped inmates?
Well, Beatrice, according to Nigeria's correctional services, about 443 inmates are still at large, and the service says it is doing all it can to ensure that it gets them back. The prison officials also say they are working with the National Identity Management Commission to try and track those who are still missing using their database to get information like their contact addresses and all of that. More security personnel has also been deployed to the prison area, and we've seen the security personnel patrolling the area trying to search for the inmates who are still missing, and they've already rearrested some of the inmates who had escaped during the attack on Tuesday night.
Well, Ajak, we understand that the Islamic State has claimed responsibility for the raid on the prison in Abuja. What are you hearing where you are?
Well, local reports say that the Islamic State for West Africa Province, which is a faction of the Boko Haram terrorist group, have claimed responsibility for this particular attack via a video that they've shared online on Amak Agency, which is a news channel run by Islamic State. Now, ISWAP has affiliation with the Islamic State, and so they're reporting that they are responsible for this particular attack via this video that shows some moments of the attack where the prisoners are being freed. Now, earlier, Nigeria's Minister of Defense had said that suspected Boko Haram terrorists had carried out this attack in an attempt to free some of their members who are being kept in the Kuje medium security prison, and about 64 of their members are among those who are still at large. Authorities say that they are doing everything they can to ensure that those inmates who are still missing are brought back to custody. The president, that's Muhammadu Buhari, has condemned this attack and expressed shock and disappointment at the intelligence service. And he has said that he needs a full probe and full report about this particular attack.
All right, Ajak Mangut joining us there in Abuja. Thank you. Well, let's broaden this conversation and continue looking at it now and bring in Colonel Hassan Stanlobo, a security expert and a retired colonel in the Nigerian Army. He's joining us live from Lagos. Colonel Stanlobo, thank you for joining us on the program. Now, the attack in Abuja raises fears that insurgents are venturing from their enclaves in the northeast of Nigeria. Do you agree with this? What's your view?
Yes, I agree totally, and with what we are seeing now, it confirms it that the insurgents or terrorists are actually fanning out into several other parts of Nigeria, and this is evident by their lines of action so far on our critical assets, like the rail system, which they have encroached upon and actually embarrassed us as a nation, and of course we can also see what just happened yesterday, the attack on the presidential convoy. And I want to also add that it's only a matter of time they will begin to shift to several other critical assets, okay, so that within our leisure sector and so on. I foresee 5-star hotels being taken over. I foresee 5-star restaurants, and you mentioned it, the aviation sector, and so on. As a nation, we have to immediately begin to take all sorts of precautions now.
So let's return to, the escapees here from the prisons, because now there are reports that about 5,000 inmates have escaped from Nigerian prisons since 2020. I mean, what is causing this and what is its impact on security in the country?
Of course, the impact is one. We expect that there will be an increase in the amount of small arms weapons that will be proliferating within the Nigerian environment or space or Nigerian society. Okay, of course, there will be an enhanced criminality. The level of terror threat would also go up, like we expect, all right? And it does not really augur well, because the more the strength of these guys amongst us, the more vulnerable we are as a people. We must therefore do everything to step up whatever we're doing to guard against this. Government must really sit up. So far, all we have seen emanating from government to take care of the situation isn't good enough. Citizens feel very unsafe in Nigeria today as we speak.